Hey, Sky Purple. Just setting up here. Hey, Annie Pats. What's going on?
Hey, Sky Purple. Just setting up here.
Hold on. I gotta turn the volume down on this. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Hey, Fine Summer's Truth. I don't know how to look at my chat and share at the same time, so I'm watching my phone for chat, and I'm going to share the screen with you guys because I think we should go over Squalls. First of all, I didn't know Squall has been posting on her community post till I posted on mine and decided to go check and see if she responded, and she did. But she apparently has been at it all day, and I think it's important we go look at this, and I think that, she should come forward and explain herself. Like, she's posting a lot of stuff, so I don't know. Let's go. How many? I got 18. We'll wait a couple more minutes before I go share. Hey, I plead the fifth. Did I say hi to Sky Purple? Hi, Sky Purple, if I didn't. So, I guess while we're waiting, we got 20 in here. Yins can go. I'll share my community posts in a little while, and we'll talk about them. But in the meantime, I want to go over to Squalls. So let's do that. And we're going to start at the beginning. Reasons victims unalive themselves. Exhibit 1. More to come. Stay tuned. So I don't know. The last one I seen, she time stamped it so we could watch it right from where she wants people to see. So let's go see. Did she do it on this one? No, and I'm not watching a 3-hour live. So she's going to have to do a little more explaining on that one. Oh, she has my posts, so I could show you. Okay. Reasons victims unalive themselves. Exhibit 2. More to come. Stay tuned. Now, this is the video that I had made a video about quite a long time ago. Let me check and see if... Oh. Hold on before I move on. Squall, I would like you to grab a link. We can go over your community posts together and you could better explain what you're trying to convey to the people here because, I posted these pictures. We'll get to that. Okay. Back to here. So let's listen to this quickly.
Squalls still there trying to cover her ass, and she just came about videos I've deleted. And no, bitch, you stole them on my Facebook. Be honest. Be fucking honest for once. You lying gal. You might also want to be honest about that story you stole from another woman that doesn't even belong on Frank, by the way, but that you're trying to use for some reason to target him. And I can't figure out why, because the story you've taken there that also TT took from you doesn't belong to either of you. And it doesn't even belong to Frank. I've had enough. Tell the world why you're targeting Frank, because it damn sure ain't because that story is yours. And it ain't TT's. Why are you targeting Frank? Hmm? I don't know, man. But that's something I've known all along. So who was it exactly wandering around on the camera up there behind Candace? There, Squirrel, because you know and I know. So what were you doing there? And who were you making them think you were? I'm done with you and I'm calling you the fuck out. that story, that very real crime belongs to another woman and a very, very dangerous motherfucker that we all know. And it damn well ain't Frank. So why'd you take that story over, Squirrel? And why are you targeting Frank with it? Huh?
So, um, okay. I'm not going to talk about that one yet because she posts it again in a later exhibit with a video that I had made when we had all had our falling out. We'll talk about all of this. I just want to show everybody what's going on here because I think there's a reason for it. And this is prior to me even posting my community post today. So odd. Okay. This one, Reasons Victims Unalive Themselves, Exhibit 3. More to come. Stay tuned. The Real at Shea Safe Place.
She wanted to blackmail past the mayor, in my opinion. There's been a lot of stirring up here. But I'll tell you.
Okay. Now I listened to this before we go forward with this. You know, I had a court case, so I can't say real names here. But I will say uh, Shay is talking about chicken on a stick here. That's a fake name. I can say it. And I think it's important that we listen. So let's see what Squall's trying to tell the people.
What? With her trying to manipulate and put that girl in danger stops. Because I publicly brought it out. Period. With her permission. That's dirty, and that's evil, and it's a sick game she did. How about them damn dominoes, Squall? Or what you... How about them damn dominoes, Squall? I don't know what you are involved in, or what you thought you'd done, or was doing, but that is dangerous, and you've done it to a person who is innocent in all this, who don't do nothing. The only thing she is, the only thing that she has as far as a connection is she's a distant cousin to Andy, and she has the same last name, her maiden name.
Mick Crawford.
And just because she has the same last maiden name as other people, that don't mean she don't even know her. She don't know these people. She knows Andy. She hadn't been around him in years. Tried to give him a chance after he finally got rid of her JSB, because maybe he would do better and be a better person. Well, you know what? That didn't work either. She distanced herself because she don't live or act or do like some people. Okay, lip lock no more. Hey, Tangerats, good to see you girls in here. Happy to have you. Lip lock no more says she tried awfully hard to get me involved. My alarm bell went off immediately, and I was like, nah, I don't think so. Exactly. I don't know Rhonda Moon. Rhonda, I'll tell you what, though. I'll give you my opinion on something about that. That is her story. Whether it's true or not, it is not my place to publicly come out and speak upon it, because I don't do those kind of things. If somebody tells a story like that, it's not my job to question it about being a victim or not. But I'm questioning it privately. But no, I'm going to say publicly, it's very wrong to talk about it publicly, because that's their story, ain't mine. But it is questionable of why she done it. Yes, it is nuts, Angel P. And if it hadn't been for some of the, so much fuckery, it is. It is. Or I don't know what that means. Let me see, Rhonda Moon. Hang on just a minute. Sounds like she could have been saying that so we would not question her being a, what's a OPP? I don't know what that is, Rhonda Moon. Help me out here. I'm so glad to have a few of the circle jerks here, too, because I love them. I think they're awesome. They tell it like it is. Anybody don't care. But, I mean, we had no choice than to bring it publicly, because to protect chicken on a stick. It is publicly now. It's in public. It's been turned in. So if anything happens to her, they know where to start. And they can say, or she can deny, or think whatever. But listen, she's not stupid. Squall ain't done. That is wrong. That could have put her in danger. And Squall noted. So I'm questioning who.
Okay, so there's that one. Okay, the next one is reasons victims unalive themselves, Exhibit 4. More to come. Stay tuned. And she goes to Sage. This bothers me. We'll get into all of this. I just want to go through this because, Squall, you're posting some alarming stuff. And if you're feeling any sort of way, like, I think you should reach out to somebody. That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm not even going to lie. I'm a little concerned for you at this moment. So this is me. This is what I post on my thing. Now I'm just going to read it to you. Actually, I'll just tell you. A sub of mine, a long time ago, I don't even know that this woman is subbed to me any longer, sent me these. She told me that Squall had sent them to her and that Squall said that was Squall. And Squall told her this is what Frank Light did to her. There's an issue with that. Squall tells us that Frank Light did this in the 90s. These photos are taken with a phone or a digital camera, as you can tell. So these photos are not from the 1990s. Why is she sending these to people and saying that Frank Light did this to her? This is why I didn't believe her story. Okay? It's hard to put out all the information when you got to make sure that the information gets to where it's supposed to get when it's supposed to get there. I have no response back from TBI. All of this has been sent over a year ago. I just want to make that very clear, okay? I'm bringing it out now because I feel there's a reason Squall was sending these to people. In my community post, let me read it because I'll tell you why I feel the way I do. I probably should not release these, but I think they hold some keys, and I do. An old sub, someone who I used to speak with often, sent me these. She used to be extremely active, and I still see her from time to time. She had a friendship with some players, and these pics were sent to her. This woman also told me that. Okay, wait. I'm going to keep it quiet because she's been spoken about before, and I don't want a reason for anybody to attack anyone. So I'm just going to have to leave some stuff out. I'm sorry, guys. I do not remember the circumstances, but they are supposed to be of Squall. Well, I did remember the circumstances, and that's later in my post. You know, Green Eyes is my buddy, and we were shooting the shit. We both believe there may be something to the red truck that wrecked that Jody Sue and Dawn cannot agree about. Who took the pics and seen what? Dawn has changed his story about that a million times, and Jody Sue now claims she was in the car. When Dawn lied about it, the voices. Dawn described what the lady looked like. I thought this lady might have been in a car wreck. Me and Green Eyes agreed. We've been talking deeply about it the last few days. And yes, Green Eyes is my buddy. He's getting all my research, guys. All of it. Okay. And I'm not questioning him. And I'm no longer questioning that video. I trust him and I believe he has Summer's interest best at heart. And I think it's better to work with him than against him. He's never attacked me. He's never done anything to hurt me. And even if he did, I think I understand him a little bit more that I could forgive him for the moment. And I think if he does have information, it's important that he has someone he can go to that's not trashing him because I know what it's like to be shunned in this community. And he's been the same way when I think he's just been trying to convey some messages. Okay. So let me make that straight. Yes, I am talking to Green Eyes. Okay. All the time. Um, but we were talking about the truck a million times. Da 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 da. Let's get through that. So I asked her, does she recognize? Well, I asked Dawn, does he recognize this woman? And I asked him, what's his story? There's 3 photos. Let's click through them again. And I'm sorry, I'm not reading chat at the moment. I'll come back in a minute because she posted she posted a video from TT, and I really want to listen to it with you guys. And TT, you're welcome to grab the link too if you think you need to defend yourself. Okay, so there's the story behind my post. Squall posts another post. Reasons victims unalive themselves, Exhibit 6. Let's speak facts and show some real receipts. And this is about Queen Bee. Again, she didn't timestamp this one, I don't think. Hold on. No. I suppose she just wants us to listen to the whole live, and I'm not doing that. It's 3 hours long. And then another one with Jenna. Let's see, did she timestamp this one? This is Exhibit 7. Nope. Squall, nobody has like all this time to sit and watch all these hours and hours of lives. Okay, then she must have seen mine. And she puts reasons victims on live themselves, Exhibit 8. More to come, stay tuned. She still hasn't grabbed the link. Let me know if you hear everything okay.
I might also want to be honest about that story you stole from another woman that doesn't even belong on Frank, by the way, but that you're trying to use for some reason to target him. And I can't figure out why, because the story you've taken there, that also TT took from you, doesn't belong to either of you. And it doesn't even belong to Frank. I've had enough. Tell the world why you're targeting Frank, because it damn sure ain't because that story is yours, and it ain't TT's. Why are you targeting Frank? Hmm? I don't know, man. But that's something I've known all along. So who was it exactly wandering around on the camera up there behind Candace? Better Squirrel, because you know and I know. So what were you doing there? And who were you making them think you were? I'm done with you and I'm calling you the fuck out. That story, that very real crime belongs to another woman and a very, very dangerous motherfucker that we all know. And it damn well ain't Frank. So why'd you take that story over, Squirrel? And why are you targeting Frank with it? Okay.
This is Frank Lott's Facebook. Anyway, this is Frank Lott. This is his Facebook page. Whenever I went to see Frank in 2013, we had reconnected on Facebook, and we had been talking for several months. And I did go over there with the intentions of having a couple of beers, a few beers. And, you know, the intention was that I was going to spend the night so I wouldn't have to drink and drive. I didn't go over there with the intentions of being tied to his bed. I did not go over there with the intentions of things happening the way that they happened. I feel like I was drugged, and it's hard to talk about. I never thought that it would be like really, really hard to talk about, but it is. It's super hard to talk about. I sit here and I practice saying it out loud and everything when I'm home alone, and then it's like I get on here live and my brain just starts wanting to tear me up on it. But I don't know if you can see, I believe this is like an old photo of Frank's family, his brothers and sisters, all of them. You know, they're a big family and they're very tight knit. If I'm not mistaken, there's like 4 girls and 3 boys in all. I'm not absolutely positive. But just to show you real quick what really freaked me out on his profile right here, that made me throw up. Looking at that face that he was making just absolutely made me sick to my stomach and made me throw up. I don't know about anybody else, how they feel about it. This is his son, and right here, I don't get a good vibe from that. But at the same time that I don't get a good vibe from that, just because I don't get a good vibe, it does not mean that Frank is guilty. Everything that Frank did to me, yeah, I thought I had put it in my past. I thought I had moved on. I had not thought about it in years. I was fine. I was standing. Nothing in my heart. You know, it didn't bother me anymore after that. You know, I went to a friend's house, spent a couple of days there. It was like, you know, during the holidays, and then I went back home, and my best friend, I told her about it, and like, oh my God, you know, that was a freak, and you know, at least you're still alive. And I think the only thing that saved me was he lived in a trailer court, and when I got loud and everything, you know, he stopped. He did untie me. You know, that was like another thing. If I go to the police and I say I got mad because what he was doing to me and he stopped, you know, it's like, it was just, I didn't report it, you know, and I don't know if anybody knows, a lot of times around here we take stuff into our own hands because a lot don't. Well, I figured, you know, it wasn't that bad to even take care of in my own hands. You know, I just moved on and let it go. I did not let it bother me after that until the day that Summer went missing.
Okay. So that was an old video of mine. As you know, that channel has been long gone. And I don't know if I still have that. I seen somewhere in StreamYard that I can go back and get all my old lives. I don't think that was a live. I think that was a video. So I'm going to have to check my Dropbox, which good thing I've been going through it today. That's how I found those pictures. Let me say hi to some that I've missed. Hello, Borrowed Angel. Hello, Trouble. Anybody else I missed? I plead the fifth. I don't know if I said hello to you. Rhonda Moon. Rhonda, I don't know if he's watching. We were talking earlier, but quickly he gave me a laugh. I sent him something and he sent me something else funny back. Listen, I don't know who Green Eyes is personally in real life. I know what he goes by on Facebook. I know that I've spoken to him way back when, and I know that I had a live where I had to stick up for him then. People were trying to kick him out of my chat, but maybe it's just the guy has been so shunned that he wants to speak up, or maybe he just really is somebody researching, which I really do at this point believe that. He's a good dude. Like, he's funny. I like him. I don't know what to tell yins. And if he has information, I'd rather be an ally. That's all there is to it. Hey, as above, TM. Why a squall? Yeah. In my opinion, I agree. Tiffany, let's see. Yep. I'm just going to let yins read that. I mean, I'm not here to attack anybody. I am, however, really concerned that Squall's going to go unalive herself or something. So I think it's important we look at this and figure out what her deal is at the moment, or what she's trying to say. If she wants to speak out, like, she's welcome to come here. Hold on one second. Okay, let's go back. So immediately after she posts that video I made, she posts this. Now, I listened to the beginning of it. They talk about, I believe, if I remember correctly, don't quote me, because I remember this live. I listened to it. Did I comment in it? No, I do that quite often. But Squall did timestamp this live. And I think we should just give it a listen. So I'm going to turn it on, mute my mic. This one's going to be a little bit of a long one. I'll be back. It seems like this might be a long live today.
That.
Oh, wait, before I tell you that, my grandkids are here. They're outside playing with the big unicorn I bought them in the water because it's 85 degrees out. It's 6:29 in Pennsylvania, so it's yucky here. But they might come running in, so I might have to mute my mic when we're talking. Okay, here we go.
Hang on. Okay, sorry. But I'm not defending. You're not. It's not right for somebody to say that about anybody. If somebody comes out and tells their story, you know.
Like you said, that's the process of healing things. You can't, and again, I'm looking for things that.
Like Sage Sleuth, she just said only the person a story belongs to knows the story.
Exactly.
Heather Lynn says you're the new flavor of the week to talk about. Got to have that content. Yeah, I guess so. I haven't been.
Well, I was always told as long as they're talking about someone, they're letting somebody else live.
Yeah, that's true too. It's just sickening, and I feel like, I have not went. I don't go live. Everybody knows that. I don't speak a lot. I've been in chats. I've modded many channels. I have followed Summer's case. I've kept, like everybody else here. We all love Summer. We want her found. We may feel different, have different opinions. We may not like each other, but that's okay. We don't. If we don't have to watch, you don't have to listen. But I wanted to get that out there, though. I haven't came out detailed with my story at all. I did open up to one person in particular, more so than I opened up to anybody in my life, actually, and it was crazy. I thought I was crazy because when it come down to it, and I'm sitting trying to explain to somebody that I met a lady on the internet that was also a SA survivor like me. The majority of us women, we've all had our experiences and stories, and whenever you start to share those stories and open up, I had never opened up to nobody until I opened up to her about the things that happened to me. And hang on, Innocent says, TT, I like you and I like Squall. You both have brought a lot to Summer's case. Thank you. And see, that I love Squall. I love her. I know she's done. I know. But that's just who I am. I'm not mean. And I know other people ain't got the same heart as me. But no, even still, to this day, to this very day, even though I don't want nothing to do with her or have any more contact, any more conversations, anything like that, I still don't want no harm or bad will to come to her. Nobody. We give what we get. Like, whatever you give in life is what you're going to get.
Exactly.
And Maybe you should make a live and tell your story again for those that are not knowing. And maybe I will, but I'm not strong enough right now. I'm growing and I'm learning. And all this technical stuff on the computer, I'm learning. I'm getting there. I've came a long way, but I'm more interested in telling and helping other people too. There's great things.
When you get your story to somebody and they use it against you, that I don't know. That just don't sit well with me, you know. And I mean, I'm not a vindictive person, you know this. And I've always treated people.
Hang on, Squalls can hear. Why did you tell Sage I forced you to record your family and telling people I'm stalking you, TT? That you forced me to record? No, that's not what I said. You told me if I wanted to prove that I wasn't lying about my story. My story, not yours. To record my family members, Squall. And then after I did, and you got that, you reminded me.
What she does, that conversation?
Yeah.
Well, my conversation.
About 3 hours of us talking and gossiping and discussing Summer's case, our opinion, speculation.
Exactly. And everybody is this.
I never once told you that, she said. Not once ever.
Well,
yes, you did.
Can I explain something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just a minute. I don't care.
All right, guys, there's copyright. I have to give some commentary here. This is going against everything, but TM, Tiffany, if you want to come up and talk about this without fighting and screaming at each other, I'd appreciate it, because if I remember correctly, when all the TT stuff came out, you were the one that outed it, right? Am I wrong? So if you want to come up, you can. If anybody else wants to come up and talk about this, you're welcome to. I am really concerned about Squall at this moment. And as above, so below, Tulgins, where is it? Not that one. Yes, my children's father, whom I was married to when he passed away, we were broken up. He committed suicide. So suicide affects me in a big way. I'm not going to make this about me, but I don't want Squall to unalive herself. And if that's what she's hinting to right now, she obviously wants people to hear what she's trying to put out. She's been at it all day. And I think we should be there to listen, because even though I don't like the girl, and I think she may know more than we believe, I never want to watch somebody go through a pain like that. And it's part of why I'm here, you know? So, Squall, if you need someone to talk to, and if you want to talk about this and you want to get whatever it is you're trying to convey out, you're welcome to grab a link. Tiffany, whoever, if anybody wants to grab one, I posted it. Okay, let me mute my mic. I'll be back in a minute. I'm actually going to go get a coffee and run to the bathroom while you are listening.
How many recordings you follow me, I could care less. Because I have never said nothing. I don't know her. I don't know the YouTube community, but I can honestly sit here and say, and I lay down and sleep like a baby every night because if I've got something to say to someone, I take it directly to them. I don't scatter it all over and threaten people that I want 3 hours this, 3 hours that. I don't know this woman's from Hill of Beans. Don't care. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know if she's wonderful or approved of me. But, I'm the type of person, I speak my mind. I always have, in my opinion. And I'm not going to let anybody, her, anyone else, intimidate me. Period. That's just like you were talking earlier about the people that come to my house. Well, that's none of nobody's business. Point blank. My life is my life. I handle my situations in my life. I don't need.
I told you that it could help you. I never advised you to record. You told me that it could help me. You told me. I'm not arguing. I don't want nobody else to argue. I don't want this to be a fight. I don't. I don't.
About the children, Summer, all the children, and it's not about you. It's not about her. It's not about me. It's all goes back to Summer. And if it's good, this baby will do things, and hopefully it's perfect and every day, and have it in her heart. But darkness is going to come to one of them doing that. It's going to happen eventually. And this is about them. It's not about you recording. I don't care.
And I just want to say to Squall, if you rewind, you'll hear that I can clean with my aunt, and I've let her know that I allowed that to happen, and I did that. I recorded that our conversations over our private, that I did that. It's my fault. Squall never held a gun to my head and forced me to do anything. She didn't force me to do it. She didn't. I done it on my own free will. If I had it to do all over again, would I do it? No, I would not. I've learned my lesson. I will not. No way. I have. And Squall says, Whiskey, I would never drop your recordings. I have told you that. Yes, you have. On community posts, you told me that. Just what? Yesterday, you told me that, Squall? Now, if you can just go do your thing, and I'll do mine, and we can both try to help Summer instead of wallowing in the shit. How about that? Can we do that?
Because the once you start the worst tank, this is about the baby. And I don't care who drops what. I am a little upset with you, but you're my blood.
You have every right to, and I told you if you never want to speak to me again, I understand. I deserve you to beat the shit out of me. And I know you will.
I'm okay, but you're getting a laugh with this in the feet.
Yeah.
I won't beat you too bad, but you're getting a good ass whooping. Because, I told you in the beginning that I listen, I take, I don't even take notes. I just say, I've got all my notes in my head, and, I won't give you the money. You can bet on that. But I don't care if she drops it. I don't care where she drops it.
Said that she just said, I would never drop your recordings. And she did say that yesterday or the day before. She said that unlike me, she values human life. So,
well, she don't need to worry about me.
I think that if, none of any of this is helping.
No, and it's not.
Okay.
I have never said anything about anyone that I would not say to the
Let me read this back to her. And Squall, I recommend you do this. My therapist recommended that I do it, and it's really helped me a lot too. And also, not just my therapist, but Linda recommended it. If you read back something that you wrote after you wrote it, just read that back to yourself. After Sage said all the slander you told her on me, that's where you're messing up. I'm not going around slandering you. Nobody is. You're paranoid. Yes, and after Sage told you, said I forced you. I never forced you to do anything and only tried to protect you. You've told me that you only tried to protect me for almost 2 years, and the only thing that you've done is hurt me. The only thing that you've done is pretended to be my friend, call me paranoid, make me feel like I'm crazy, manipulate me, and everything else. But that's neither here or there. We don't need to, it's got nothing to do with Summer. What the way that you behave and the way that I behave, like, and I don't care what you got. You see, you got the screenshots, you got the recordings, you got it all, Squall. You have gathered enough information to kill a horse in the last 2 years. For real. I don't know how. I mean, if I had threatened, if I went on the internet every time that I went on the internet, I doxed somebody and called them out and everything like you have, they ain't no wonder you're paranoid. You go after people like this behind your keyboard and you wonder why you're afraid to leave your house. The only thing you've done is lie to me. Alright, this is screenshot sent to me of you slandering me. Okay, I was telling about you not leaving me alone. I tried to say goodbye to you in November and you won't shut up. How do I get you to stop? How do I get you to stop? I've got screenshots of a troll account messaging my husband trying to mess up my marriage.
Let's not go there. This is not about. Apparently, whatever you thought, screenshot. Apparently, it didn't work. Whatever it was, you and your husband really just home.
All right.
Happily married and married all that.
And the only thing that you have done is lied to me. That's what you've been saying, what, 3 days straight, every day, 3 days straight. What, how many times? Like 500 times. Tennessee Truth's a liar. Tennessee Truth's a liar. She's lying. And then you get your believers, like Triggered. Why don't you tell her, why didn't you tell Triggered that my story was not your story? Why didn't you tell her that? Don't block Squall. Don't block her. Leave her. Leave every message. Don't delete it. Why didn't you tell Trigger? No, Triggered. She's got her own story that happened to her when she was a child. Your story, Squall, happened to you when you were older. That's totally different stories. Why you could have cleared that up in one conversation, but instead you started a fire and you've been blowing on that fire for over 10 months and you won't stop. You asked for this.
All right, so I'm gonna unmute it here for a minute. Hey, Cynical, there's my mod. How you doing today? You know, I don't know who stole whose story when this was going on. I don't quite understand whose story is what story and this story and that story. See, on the YouTube, so many stories have been put together, so many creators have been used to get information out that nobody has seen everything to piece it together to actually understand what the hell is going on here. Okay? I I think it's time we start to do that. I really, really wish Squall would come up and talk to me right now. I'll put the link again. I keep doing it. This is an impromptu live today. I'm trying to get my house to stay completely quiet. May not happen. um, so it wasn't true she took the story. I don't know. I'm still not understanding. But obviously this, you know, I I don't know. I'm at a loss for words, to be completely honest with you. And there's a lot to go through. Squall posted some new stuff I haven't seen yet. So since I've been live. Yeah, Sky Purple. I think a lot of us are really confused. Like, that's why I asked Tiffany if she wanted to grab a link, because I know she was like around when all that was going on. She was one of the creators. I believe TT was on her channel or in her chat or something. I don't know. Maybe Tiffany can fill us in. It's been 2 years, guys. My memory ain't. I'm starting to forget things, and I think we all are, and I think it's important that we don't. So I'm in my Dropbox today and I'm going through things. That's how I found them pictures I posted. So as I go through things, I'll find more. Maybe things can get together. Hey, when Evil entered. Hey, that girl. Sounds like Squalls. Yeah. I'm trying to, I don't want her to do that, you know? I'm really concerned, and I'm Squall, I'm trying to be here for you, and I think most of the internet is too. The last thing anybody wants to see is more shit like this, you know? And you've been at this since early this morning. Please, if you have something you want to say and you think we should hear and it'll help us help you, please. Okay? Please grab a link. Please get yourself help. I don't know who you are or where to send people, but I'm concerned. And you want us to hear things, so we're listening. Okay? Just know that. All right, I'm going to mute.
You won't stop. How else do I stop you from harassing me? I've sit back and kept my mouth shut all this time. Look where it's got me. You and Linda are trying to throw me under a bus. Just 'cause y'all are in this neck deep don't mean I am. Drop a link. You're entitled. I don't even know how to drop a link.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Like I said before, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. And, we all have our opinions. We all have our speculation. And,
she says that she would never reach out to my family. You say that. You would never reach out to your family, ever. You see that last word, ever? Angel Talks Too Fast taught me some stuff about ever. Okay?
Oh, so she's saying that she wouldn't reach out to your family?
Yeah, ever. But see, this is the thing. No. Let me.
Candace, if you're listening, you know who Squall is. Get her help. Send somebody to check on her. Let us know what's going on. Something, okay? Because we don't know who she is. Jody Sue, you possibly might know who she is. Somebody call to get Squall checked on. I believe she needs to be checked on.
Let me say something. She admitted to me that she reached out in real life to Linda. And she expects me to believe for 1 minute that she ain't responsible for all the stuff that's been happening to me the last couple of months since I stopped talking to her. How everything has just went insane with some kind of crazy troll on the internet. It don't make any sense. And then trying to say that I'm mental and that I'm crazy and that I'm lying.
We all got a crazy side. I'm a crazy bitch in this part of the country.
I mean, when somebody does, when you're talking to a person and they're sitting there and they're telling you what they done to somebody and it's wrong, you'd be like, oh my gosh, that's awful, you know? But if that person can do that to somebody else, they'll do it to you. Now, just because you say you wouldn't ever reach out to my family, well, you have. You have. And I need you, ma'am, to just leave me alone, please. I haven't had any contact with you. I haven't spoke about you. I don't go live and call you a liar. Kim, it could be somebody else. There's somebody named Flippin' Pony that's talking stuff about my mother and her death and everything else.
Well, in reality, let's just not go there. Everybody just take a deep
Yeah, I don't.
And this again.
Squall knows I'm not a threat to her. She knows this. She's just wanting to play her game. That's all. And I don't want to play your games. I said game over in November, and I meant it. I don't want to talk to you.
Oh, I'm sure everybody on here is probably supporting me now, and I don't really give a rap.
Well, whenever you aren't, I mean, you're not breaking the law. We're not doing anything wrong. You don't have nothing to worry about whenever you have conversations. It's just the fact that it's a private conversation that doesn't belong on the internet.
Well, and that's the thing too, as far as our conversation.
Hey, Squall, you stayed live for how many hours cashing up money and everything else, talking about me, trash talking me? Don't you even. You better sit all the way down. I'm not scared of you.
Don't be scared.
The only thing that you've had over me is the conversations recorded with my aunt. That's it. That's the only thing.
Well,
And you ain't got it no more. Because she knows. She knows what I did. I took accountability for it. That's the thing with a lot of all what's wrong with Summer's case is that people do all this crazy stuff and then you just don't want to take no accountability for it.
Amen. Amen to that. And you know, I look at it this way. Like I said before, I don't care. Everybody in the country could be recording me. How you do it? Because people don't live my life. And I've never said anything, not one bad word about RL and his family because I was raised around them. I love them people like they are family. And if people don't like that, I mean, I don't condone things that other people do when it comes to the RSOs and all of that. Don't misunderstand my words. But anything I said in a private conversation with you that I would not know getting that I was even being recorded, I have nothing to hide. And if I've got something to say, I'll say it to the person that I spoke about. Simple fact of life. And I don't know this woman that you're talking about that got the recording, and I don't care. Because, like I said, they don't live my life, they don't pay my bills, and they can kiss my big ass. Straight up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's childish. Again, this is not about her. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about the children. It's about Summer.
Exactly.
Everybody needs to grow up all together and keep her nose out there and do whatever it takes, whether it's wires in the car, wires in the store, or whatever you can hang a wire. Hang it on your front door. Post them in your yard, just like the officials do when they're running for office. Post you a big sign out there with her picture on it. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Because I'm the type of person that if I've got something to say, I may say something to my family member or someone else, but it's nothing that I would not say to none other person, including RL. And I have no reason.
You can say Ronnie. Hey, Ronnie.
That's
Lip lock hollers at him. She'll scream at him. I love to hear her scream at Ronnie. Oh my gosh.
Well, it is what it is. I ain't no shame in my game. I've told you this for years. If I've got something to say, I'd say it to his face. You don't scare me either. Just because he's LE, law enforcement. I don't do nothing, I'm not an addict. I don't drink. I don't get out here and break chains. I mean, yeah. Because
I want to say,
if you know me 30 years ago, it'd been a whole different story.
huh,
I wasn't how to pick a fight with you, and I didn't drink or do no kind of drugs then. I'm just a psychotic crazy bitch. My therapist is whatever. I don't care.
oh, we got Sassy.
I'm just
Sassy Mama. What was she? Krama. Krama Mama. We asked you to come search with us, and you cried and said you were so happy. I was ecstatic. Then you ran and told the whole damn internet about us being in Tennessee. No, I didn't. I didn't. But that little snake you've been swirling around with has. She did. In Tennessee and put our lives in danger. I put your life in no. Let me tell you. No. Well,
Okay, this live was a hot minute ago and I forgot some things from it. Yeah, okay. Mama Sassy, if you knew your life could be put in danger, why would you go there? How was your life put in danger? It bothers me that you're a part of this. What's you and Squall's connection? I've been curious about that for a long time. Like I said, the truth will prevail. Shit will come out. Right? Okay. Let's go back.
this right here, I want to address this because something did happen whenever the group from YouTube came to Tennessee. I want to address this. Something did happen. I'm so glad that you did that. Let me finish. Hang on. When you asked, I was so happy. Listen, I was so happy whenever the Krama Mama, Jenny, I can never say her name right, and all of them was coming down. I did. I knew that they were coming down. Someone called me and told me, and then they called me and told me. So, Sassy, somebody called me before you called me to invite me. Somebody called me to give me the heads up that you were going to invite me. There's that. And then you called me and I talked to you the one and only time that we spoke to, or the second time that we spoke to each other. We only spoke to each other 2 times. And I was so happy. I was. And I got off the phone. I didn't go and run and tell the whole damn internet. I'll tell you who I did tell, though, that thinks that they run the whole damn internet behind the scenes, and that's Squall. I told Squall that you were coming, that y'all were coming, and I was so excited that I was going to get to help and search. And she goes into a panic mode, telling me, they're trying to set you up. They're trying to set you up. They're working with AC. We're working with AC. They're going to set you up. They're going to Frank Lutz, and they're going to set you up with him.
Oh, my freaking back.
Mama Sassy, release the body cam footage you claim you have.
And then she says I had the audacity to tell people that we were responsible for men coming to your aunt's house. No, I didn't say that you were responsible. Let me clear this one up. Because Chasing Truth was in on this, and let me tell you something. Y'all got this all twisted up. Okay?
Hold up a second. I've got something to say. Okay? And I don't care who takes it. They can take it with a grain of salt. They can do whatever they want to do. But what goes on at my house is my damn business. It's not nobody on the internet. I don't care what you draw.
Hang on, Squall, just back out. Just back out of chat. Like you can't even.
That came to my house is people that I've known all my life. I've known them my whole life, my entire life since I was a little kid.
We all know each other around here. Everybody knows everybody. And if we don't, well, we don't know everybody. We didn't. But pretty much, it's small town everywhere.
My dad failed. I know his entire family. I've sat down and had supper at their table. And they're good people. I'm not condoning what art goes do. So nobody can say that I'm sitting here slanging his name or his family's name because I don't care to get in my car and drive to their house right now.
But anyways, Sassy says, then I had the audacity to tell people that they were responsible for men coming to my aunt's house. No, I didn't say that the YouTube crew was responsible for the men coming to my house. I never said that. I said it happened during the time that you all came. That's how I remember it. I remember that it happened the exact same time frame that you all were here. Let me go back up. Hang on, she had said something else and made me think of
You know what? This is really long. We should probably finish listening to it, but I want to go back. Let me see if I can get a timestamp. Somebody remember 2 hours, 24 minutes, okay? Because I think we need to listen to something again. Okay? Where to go? Was it this one? No. This one. Hold on.
She wanted to blackmail the price of the mayor, in my opinion. There's been a lot of stirring up here. But I'll tell you what, with her trying to manipulate and put that girl in danger, stops. Because I publicly brought it out. Period. With her permission. That's dirty, and that's evil, and it's a sick game she did. How about them damn dominoes, Squall? Or what you... How about them damn dominoes, Squall? I don't know what you are involved in, or what you thought you'd done, or was doing, but that is dangerous, and you've done it to a person who is innocent in all this, who don't do nothing. The only thing that she has as far as a connection is she's a distant cousin to Andy, and she has the same last name, her maiden name,
Mick Crawford.
and just because she has the same last maiden name as other people, that don't mean she don't even know her. She don't know these people. She knowed Andy. She hadn't been around him in years. Tried to give him a chance after he finally got rid of her JSB, because maybe he would do better and be a better person. Well, you know what? That didn't work either. She distanced herself because she don't live or act or do like some people.
Hi, everyone. This live has been set to private and will later be determined as to whether it will be published on my channel. Chicken on a Stick reached out to me and asked if I would give her a platform in which to speak, and I agreed. I want to make it clear that I am in no way involved with what has gone on in the past or may come in the future regarding Jody Sue Brown, Chris Sims, or Chicken on a Stick. I am merely giving her a platform in which to speak, as she does not have a channel. Welcome, Chicken on a Stick. You've got the floor, honey.
Thank you so much, Sage. Okay, I just needed, well, I thought maybe I could possibly reach out to Crystal and say, hey, the last live that you did, you said my full name. That's Doc. Another time.
Okay. All right.
All right,
Be
thank you so
careful,
much.
love.
I
Because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put know what time zone you're in, but my time zone is this. Well, that was my first red flag. You're trying to figure out where I'm at, and So this little fish started fishing. Okay. And I started just, I still gave her the benefit of the doubt. I still did. And I still am. I'm calling the bull crap out because so many people have had the threats.
I'm so sorry. I skipped through that, guys. I thought my mic was on the whole time. Yins have no clue what I'm doing. I apologize. So I went back. We're gonna keep the timestamp of 2 hours and 24 minutes on the TT video we were listening to. I went back because I believe the person they're speaking of, family members, I have to be I'm treading lightly here, okay? So I have to do this where I cannot be brought up in the court of law again, okay? I have to prove that this is her saying it. But Squall also posted Shay, which prompted Chicken on a Stick to go back on to Sage's after she was on there talking about me or talking to me. She wanted me to reach out to her. So I'm going to mute my mic again and let's take a listen, and we will go back to TT. I'm so sorry that I was just skipping around without my mic on. Okay, 1 minute.
Okay, that's it for me. When I reached out to Squall, I reached out to Chicken, she'll tell you. I reached out to Shay, and I reached out to another person.
I don't know if I said it, but this was Chicken on a Stick's response to the video that Squall shared of Shay.
And I said, be careful, because I don't know what's going on with Jody Sue Brown. She's threatening people. The thing is with me is that I try to protect people. Anyone that's ever been in my lives hears me all the time saying, be careful of this, watch out for that. You can get scammed for this, because I'm a mother hen at nature. That's my nature. That's exactly what I did. Squall pulls me in right away, right after the, time zone comment. She posts something, unsends it, and then tells me she's afraid. And I'm like, oh my God, let me help her. And I'm like, well, I don't really know how to help you. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I can't tell you. Well, then why in the hell did you contact me? I didn't write that, of course. She immediately I tell her, I said, hey, I reached out to Shay. I didn't tell, and I was trying to say, I didn't tell Shay what I wanted to talk to you, Squall, about. Because I was supposed to be responding about what she had written me in the email message, which was the links concerning my community tab. So me being the nice person I am, just like if you call me and I got you on speakerphone, I'm going to immediately say, hello, I got you on speakerphone. I'm going to let you know so that you don't embarrass yourself. So that's what I said to her. I said, hey, I reached out to Shay. I was send messages to the wrong account. I didn't tell Shay what, I was reaching out to you for. She immediately tells me how to lie to Shay. She immediately was like, well, tell her this. And I'm like, well, I'll just tell her the truth. And I did. Because Shay wrote me back, and she's like, well, did you get a hold of her? And I was like, yeah. Shay can go back in her messages and she can see. But immediately Squall was telling me to lie to somebody for no reason. Okay, so that was 2 little blocks, 2 little bubbles. Trying to get my time zone, telling me to lie to somebody. Her next one was telling me to watch out for locals. Made sure that I could figure out who that local was by everything that she wrote. And then came right out and told me who the local was. Okay. All right. You ready, chicken?
I am.
There's everybody's answer for Candace's family member that's local.
Was it me? Was I the local?
No.
Okay. Okay. I'm so okay. This is crazy. I did not catch all of Shay's live. I have not caught all of your live. There's a lot going on. Shay's live, like I said, I didn't listen to all of it, but there were some things that were said that I do not agree with. I was not
Shay's live or my live?
I haven't listened to your live. I've hardly listened to hers.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
I'm so sorry. But I'm not. I had no fear of my family. If anybody has a question about that, I didn't have any fear of my family. I don't even know where else to go with that. I think that she was being, very overprotective because, she's very mad at Squall. When whose chat? I don't know. Someone's chat that I was trying to look at today. It was asked,
keep talking. Hang on, baby. Keep talking
Okay.
because I'm trying to figure out what I did with my medicine and I hope I didn't drop it on my floor. So in my cat or my grandson. So I've got to look for it. So just continue talking and hold a fort down for me, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I don't know where Sage went, but and I can't read the chat or anything.
I can see it. I'm looking on my floor.
Okay, good.
Go ahead and talk, baby. Say
Oh,
what
Lord.
you were saying.
Okay, so I feel like that Shay was being, quite overprotective of me. She was the one who was worried about it, like me going there. I was not worried about me going there. I know right from wrong, and I don't know. I don't want to say like I'm a good person. I'm a person, I don't want anybody to think that like family was trying to hurt me, or that I was in danger of something. But there is another person, and I saw it in it today, and someone has said it, and everyone, if I say this name, I don't know what's going to happen because I've already told everyone this name, but no one wants to hear it. And, they say, oh, no, that's bad. There's a million reasons why people take up for this person. And that's fine because I don't know. Saying that I know their story or anything.
Yeah.
But for some reason, even with you can say that person is causing me grief. Perhaps.
Yeah. I think I know who you're talking about. I didn't know if you were talking about the other person. So I was trying to figure out which direction you were going.
Well, I mean, Squall, I trusted Squall. I like Squall. But at the end it just got a little freaky. And that's why, I just blocked her.
Yeah. Well, she blocked me. And I didn't even have words with her, so
it got kind of weird. And she did a post, and it's like that she sent to me of Benny and said that Benny's in Beach Creek, and No, it wasn't the last post that it wasn't the last little bit that, but some
Sorry.
of when we talked, she released, like a threat, like, hey, we talked a long time. I'll release everything. I have no idea,
Yeah,
but
the
that is
video,
released
the
on her
picture she
community page right now.
the picture she sent you of Benny was from the same one that was on Jody Sue Brown's, right?
Right.
The one where Benny was in Beach Creek back in, what was it, January of
Well,
last year, when Heels on the Ground was there, and he was wearing he came down the hill. Jody Sue took that picture. She blacked out the bottom part of it so you couldn't tell where the location was, right? And then she posted that to her community tab and claimed that Benny was in Beach Creek. Well,
absolutely.
she wasn't the only one that said that, right?
Well, I mean,
Now,
I got a message, that was what was going on, and I'm like, all right, because it makes no never mind to me. I don't know him. I don't,
mhm.
I don't know
Well,
why I would even be messaged about that, but
well, well, I got a message too that very morning from someone, and I'm not going to say who that someone is because that's that person's right to say it. And I'm trying to protect that person a little bit right now. And so that person sent me the same thing, that, oh gosh, Benny's in Beach Creek. And then Benny goes live, and then we all learned that now he wasn't in Beach Creek. Well, there was a
right.
common person who was spreading all of this, you know what I mean, who's alleged to tell Jody Sue everything.
Well, that was kind of my thing. It was like, for one, this information is wrong, and like it was, a little silly kind of tiffed, and it was, she says Jody Sue has spies in Beach Creek, and I just am mean back, and I say I have spies in Beach Creek, which I don't have spies in Beach Creek. You know what I'm saying? But I do have family. I just I couldn't. I don't know. I don't want to be mean to her, but I just had to end that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And with the
Yeah.
other party also being brought up, she's bringing the party up to me a lot, but she doesn't want to do anything about it. It's like
Yeah.
you can do something about it, but uh, I don't know. I just feel like it's a big mess because Shay got very overprotective. Like I said, I didn't even listen to all of it, but I know some. Um, no one there would hurt me.
Meaning your family wouldn't hurt you.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
I'm 43. We went this long.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, but I didn't really, I didn't want to interrupt her live. I just like there was a few things that I had to straighten out.
Yeah, if there's something wrong, something's been said wrong, then you need to do that, because if not, it grows. I'm not sure really what you're referring to that was wrong in that live, but I mean, I do know what you just said, but anything else? I mean, because you and I have not talked prior to me making this live. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That
We never
so
worked together. I've never worked with anyone. I did try to get okay. The last bout with YouTube, I did try to talk with people. I had to work. I didn't not had to. Like would contact Adrian Jenny to help me, get my videos and everything. And so I did talk to people, but there was never like a let's um take down one person or anything like that. Everybody's been very respectful in the community, but
no,
there's that little bit of truth or fact or lie what that no one wants to come out and say, which I don't either.
yeah,
um but I don't really know what to do at this point.
I know, and see, I don't
And
even know that person, and so I just know what's being said about me, and I don't appreciate what's being said about me, and it's not fair. I mean, number one, I mean, that sounds childish. It's not fair. It's not right to sit there for people to go out there and say, "Oh, be careful." You know what I mean? She's talking to law enforcement. No, I'm not.
that's
If
another
I was talking to law enforcement, would have already known that Jody Sue Brown wasn't a suspect. I'm the one that asked Shay to call Hawkins County to find out if Jody Sue Brown was a suspect.
Right.
That's a fact.
I understand.
So if I was law enforcement, I don't have law enforcement in my phone like I was accused of today, right? Saying
Right.
that, because that's what Shay said to me today. She said that because I knew there was something going on, and I'm like, what the hell? And other people were telling me stuff, and I was like, hey, just don't contact me no more. I'm done, right? Next thing I know, I'm being told by her that I said that I had law enforcement listening in on my phone, listening in on my messages, listening in on all my texts. That is a bold-faced lie. She said that she had proof of that. I mean, that I had said that. I said, send me the proof. Because I know that if I said it, she would have proof of it. See what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to let her play that shit with me. And I said, no. I said, send me the proof of it. She goes, well, I knew that before you even did your live. I said, I said in my live, and I said to you, I don't know what she hears, but what I said to her, and I said in my lives, was that when I spoke to law enforcement, I asked them, did I need to stop having my channel? Could my channel damage what I was doing on my channel? Could it damage Summer's case? Y'all can go back and listen to my lives. It's there. Several times I've said it. Ask them if what I was doing, could it damage Summer's case? They told me no, not so far, and I could continue. And I said, okay.
What's up, Benny?
How you doing, madam?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed by the best. So I'm just really trying to
You're breaking
what
up.
was let me try to come on from my iPad. I'll be right back.
I can hear you now. Oh, here we go, guys. Listen, all these creators have had a hand in with these people. So I think it's important that everybody talk. I wish Sage would come up. I wish TT would come up. I wish Squall would come up. I wish Adrian and Jenny would come up. Because I think at this point, the true crime community is very confused, right? I'm not here to fight with nobody. If anything, I want to make amends with all the creators. I don't know if he needs a new link. Still learning StreamYard. I don't know. You'd think I'd have it by now, right? All right, I'm going to put that video back on until he comes back.
And so I was. That is the exact statement that I have said. At no time have I ever said that law enforcement is listening in on my phone or listening in on my calls or listening in on my computer or in my messages. If they are, I'm not aware of it.
Right.
But if someone else that I'm communicating with is dirty, they damn well might be listening in on everything unbeknownst to me. So I've got
See,
to ask them, what are you
right.
doing that is bringing that attention my direction?
Well, I mean, like for me, I don't think I hold any valuable information, that like is worth anything. But like if law enforcement needed to, listen to any or search any of my devices, they're more than welcome. They could come right now. It's cool.
Yeah, same here. Go for it. You got my permission. I'm saying it right now. If
Yeah, me too.
Listening in, bring it on.
Well, right. That's funny. But everything else, it's just too. It's. I don't know. I don't want to upset anybody. But
no,
I don't
didn't either.
No, I don't want, as the same as you. I didn't want. I don't want my name to be dragged through the mud or.
So,
believe that video.
how you doing, Miss Crystal? Again, can you hear me better?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Can you hear me a little bit better this time?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. First of all, happy weekend to everybody. When was this from, Miss Crystal?
When was what from? This?
This video, this video right here.
It's on Sage's page. It was 4 months ago, January 20th.
Mm-hmm. January 20th. So was that like right at? Because I just happened to catch the part where they were saying that Jody put up a picture of me and all of that stuff. Is this lady a part? Is she from out there? I'm gathering.
Is that a frog behind you?
A frog behind me.
Yeah, I hear
What
like
you
a
mean?
frog or something. I don't know. Go ahead.
No.
Okay.
Is it? I'm not sure what it is. I got some wireless headphones on. It may be acting up. So the lady that's there with this other gal, she's from out that way, I gather.
Benny, you know who that is.
I don't. Come on now.
You don't know
I
who
don't know who that is. Who?
Chicken on a stick.
All I know is that I heard Chicken on a Stick is the lady that sued Jody, but then Jody said no, so I don't know who
Benny,
even Jody is, and I know her name.
That's why you attacked me, was over these people. Like, I'm not sitting here trying to like
Attacked
make
you?
this. Yeah, this is why.
What do you mean attacked you?
I was
Questioned you?
No, you didn't question me. You went on to and look, seriously, I'm not.
No, tell me what I did. Tell me what I did.
You were over on Squalls. You were over with
So I
Cromwell.
attacked you from somebody else's panel. You wasn't even there.
Well, the thing was the Yins was all sticking up for her. We were on panel together the night I brought all this out, and I said I believe Squall's lying. Do you remember that?
I don't know if she's lying or not, but what I know is that you can't spit in everybody's face and then want to talk about something that's applicable to a different situation. Man, you was doing all kind of personal stuff, Crystal. Didn't nobody take it personal, but now you feel attacked after you do some stuff on the internet. That's just quite natural. That's what we all do. We all feel attacked after we spill somebody's business online. It's not being attacked. You was being questioned about some things. I never called your house. I never sent you no mail. I mean, that would really constitute attacking, in my opinion. Like, if somebody called a CPS on you over and over and over and over, that would be attacking. But had it been a more organic, like, hey, I'm Crystal, I have some questions about this, that, or the third. Benny, that wasn't what you was doing. That wasn't what you was doing, Miss Crystal. That's all I'm saying. You wasn't doing that. You was acting like you know it because you said it, and it could never be anything opposite of what you said. Now, that being said,
wait. I said I can't even hear you because you're screaming. If you want to
see, there you go. You over exaggerating everything. I have not screamed yet, Crystal. I ain't screaming at nothing. What do you mean?
You didn't multi-strike my channel.
If I multi-struck your channel, that means you was going over the speed limit, right, baby?
No.
I can't strike you for something that you ain't done, right?
You didn't go to Cromwell's channel, and you didn't.
See, it seems like you got it already worked out in your head, but you know what happened.
You never bragged about the girl that was taking me to court with Jody Sue.
How can I brag about something I'm not a part of?
I mean, I have the clips. I have all of it.
Okay, that's fine. But how do you constitute bragging? How's that bragging?
You was over there
it's
like,
not representative of bragging.
We're laughing about it, like they're going down.
So you're talking about two scenarios. You're talking about one where a lady had legal real estate to sue you, and she did. And then I had legal real estate to take the videos from you, and I did. So you want the world to feel sorry for you because you can't follow the rules.
I ain't asking nobody to feel sorry for me, Benny.
Well, then you can't come out here in front of 115 people, be upset that you didn't follow the rules and pay the consequence.
Why are you worried?
What do you mean, why am I worried?
I don't know. You sound like you're a bit shook or something.
No, I just see how you over here trying to manipulate these folks when you the one you're trying to cry to the officer
Benny,
now.
Please, I don't manipulate. My name ain't Benny.
Manipulate.
I don't manipulate.
Because you say so. See, there you go. That's the problem right there.
Yeah.
You one of them. You wanted them. But that's okay. You wanted them. You wanted them that breaks the law and then cries to the judge to try to get off, right? You wanted them.
Why are you trying to stop me from putting this shit out?
How am I trying to stop you, for fuck's sake? Am I pulling the e-brake while you're driving?
Shut up for me to talk.
Ain't nobody trying to stop you for nothing, man. Ain't nobody trying to stop nothing. Look, long as you don't mix the personal with this shit here, man, look, I ain't got nothing to say to you. But you definitely can't bring up two. Hold on, whoa. You can't bring up two accounts of you not following the rules and want to think that Tay, Chris, and all these people supposed to feel sorry for you. You broke the rules, baby, and you paid the consequence. I just lost the whole channel with 10,000. I ain't come out here and whine about that shit.
I broke the rules. Is that what you think? So it was okay when Cromwell
you paid. You suffered the consequence. You did things. Look, you did things in the first thing with chicken and a stick that got your ass sued.
No.
And then you started playing around with my videos. You could get sued again.
Oh, because
just
I
stop, man.
Who?
Didn't you say your lawyer told you not to be on the internet? Why are you on the internet then? Because you don't know how to play by the rules.
On the internet? What the fuck are you talking about?
What'd you say?
See how you be making shit up? That's the manipulation.
I don't be making up shit. You came on this motherfucker, young lady, and said, my lawyer told me I shouldn't be talking about chicken on a stick. They sue me again.
No.
Fucking looking ass.
You
didn't say that.
I can't say her name.
You just said chicken in a stick 5 minutes ago when I came on here, Crystal. You know who this is, Benny. This is chicken on a stick. You just said her fucking name.
On YouTube, that's not her name. Not her real name.
Oh, God bless. Now see, now you're trying to get tricky with it. Don't get upset. You get sued again.
To get tricky with it. Do you want to see something?
I don't want to see shit.
That's what started this. Do you not understand that?
I came here to ask some questions until you got all Rudy poo in the butt. Man, look, man, I ain't got time for that.
Question, and then you spoke over me and didn't allow me to speak.
Man, because you here with that untuned brass. You over here with some weird sounding jazz, man. Come on, man. You broke the rules and you paid the consequence. Take your lump and keep pushing. You stuck on what you did wrong because you thought you were right, but you were wrong. Both systems, the judicial civil system and the YouTube copyright system, said you were wrong. So what you need to do is alter your behavior and move forward. You're still stuck on it. You stuck when you lost. You don't have to lose today. You can win. Those losses are already behind you.
What up, Green Eyes? There's my boy. Benny.
You hear that, man? She don't know no men, just boys looking at us. Yeah.
Because you're a man, right?
Because of what?
Because you're a man. You think
because I'm a man?
Yeah, you be bullying all these women and shit.
How come you start with that B shit when I come around? I'm too urban for you, must be.
You're too what?
You start talking different and shit when I come around. For what?
I start talking different because I don't.
You do. You start misrepresenting your verbs and shit when I come around.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do that shit when Green Eyes is here. He's urban too. Huh.
What about him?
You got some weird shit over here, man. But that's the fact of the matter. It's only rules because of people like you. People like you think you're right when you do wrong, and that's why there's rules. Because the conviction or the suit, you can't remove that. It's there forever. People can see that. You broke the rules. You got sued. You lost. Okay, so what?
I didn't get sued, though. It was dismissed. That's what you're not understanding. And what I'm showing
I don't care. I don't care. You got to the point where somebody sued your ass.
I was sued because yins were trying to shut me up, right?
I thought you just said you weren't sued. And then you followed up with I was sued.
To be sued.
Man, see, you ain't articulate enough. You got to be more articulate.
Why do you want me to shut up? Huh?
I don't care what you talk. How long have you been talking about this and ain't nobody said nothing to you? I came here to talk about Summer Wells. You don't want to turn the script.
Why are you trying to?
I legitimately came here to talk about Summer Wells because it was an interesting. Until you started talking, it was interesting. I didn't even know whose channel I was on because somebody sent me the link.
You started talking, you won't even let me talk.
Nah, man, what? Is this some more emotional manipulation? Who's this lady?
Oh,
and what has she got to do with me?
You tell me who it is.
How the fuck am I supposed to know who that lady is? It's on your channel.
That was your girl.
I don't know who that is.
Who is it, Benny?
Who is it, Crystal? Game playing Crystal? Who is it?
Read the document, Benny, or don't you?
I can't fucking read it, idiot. It's a fucking centimeter long.
Well, it was sent to somebody and it was said to be Squall.
So why the fuck you telling me?
I don't know.
So now here you go breaking the rule again by
Why are you
doxing this
trying
lady.
to shut me up?
Stop. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Why you?
I love you though, because you want to Jesus people. I still love
Yeah.
you though, because you want to Jesus people.
I'm Jesus people. Moses with that beard and shit.
What'd you say?
Your beard is weird.
So was Jesus's, wasn't it?
No, just yours.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I had to kick his ass. You ain't gonna come in here and fucking start talking shit. You want to talk about Summer, you talk about Summer. He wouldn't let me speak. If he has a real question, he can come into my chat and ask me a real question. But Benny ain't no type of man. He be talking to women any type of way he wants. And he thinks that he's going to do that with me. And that's just not going to happen. Who sent me the link? Well, I'll tell ya. Oh, wait. Benny is a... yeah. Yep. See, Benny just don't like when women talk back to him. That's what that shit is. He thinks he can run around and... Ooh, I'm shaking now. I've been waiting for that. Sage. I just seen Sage was in here. Where'd it go? Do you want to come up? And maybe you can better explain what all this is about with the Shay and the Squall and because I posted this today and now everybody's like, I don't know. I think Tiffany was right. Few people scared, ain't they? See, here's what it is. When you do your research and you're able to find out things, and when people connect and you hold those things in and you don't let them out immediately, things start to come together. You know? Why were all these creators involved with Squall? I don't know. I don't know what to make of everything that's being posted. I know that I was a part of it, and I'm just not going to act like I wasn't, and I'm not going to let them take over what I do any longer. Enough is enough. Benny ain't nothing but a bully. Nothing but a bully. That's why he lost his channel. Yes, he did attack me. I don't know. Where should we go? Back to Squall. Let's go finish listening to TT. Lordy Lord, I'm shaking. Anybody else want to come up? If y'all do here. Yeah, he thinks he's the mayor. He needs to go pay his damn child support. How about that? Think we can get him in her green eyes? Sorry. All right, let me get back to Squalls. I gotta go to my history. These are just seeing me. Whoo. Go to her. Whoa. That's Sage. Where were we? Right here. Oh, good. It left where I was. All right, I'm gonna mute.
The ones that came to my house, like I said, I've known my entire life. I know who they are. I know I can change their names and everything. Took a crash lab. If you need me to, probably. I never said that the YouTube group was responsible for men coming to my aunt's house. I never said that. I said that it happened the same time, around the same time, and that's how I could remember of when it happened, was the same time that you all were here. And I wasn't going to Tennessee to integrate it. I know you weren't. Do anyone, didn't? Everything.
I have it as loud as it can go. Can everybody hear it? I can't get it any louder, guys.
It's twisted, and that's what happens whenever people assume and they don't talk and they.
You make an ass out of you and me both. And like I said, it doesn't matter who came to my house. It's not nobody's business who came to my house.
And Squall says, you told me long before the men. See, this is the thing. There was more than one occurrence that something weird happened to my aunt and somebody coming to her house that was suspicious. Was there not somebody that ran out of gas that was sitting down there at the end of your driveway? And then there was another occurrence that they were.
It was a couple of different incidents of different kinds, but the person that ran out of gas is the same one the men that came to my house. I gave them a ride to the store to get their freaking gas, for God's sake.
Right.
Come on, Linda. Grow up. Again, like I said, this is all about fun. It's not about who's come to whose house.
Yeah, it was back in the fall, Sassy. It was, I said it was around the end of October. Yeah, that we talked on the phone. That's when that had first happened to my aunt. But there's been different occurrences. It was different days that things have happened. And she would tell me about it and be like, you know, and you stopped watching. Right.
And there's no reason to be careful because, like I said, I sit down at these people's table and I write branches. You know, I don't have. If they got a problem with me, then they wouldn't take care of it. That's just the kind of people they are. That's just the kind of people they are. If they actually had a problem with me when they come to my house,
all right,
they would have taken care of it with the process of the driveway.
Squall just reminded me of something that I'd forgot about I wanted to address too, and that was that photo. The photo of the little girl on the horse. I guess that's what she's talking about. She says, I have one photo with 3 different people telling me an individual is 3 different people. Tell me I'm not paranoid. I've admitted to it. I want to know who is, because 3 different people is bullcrap. I made a collage of pictures, 3 different pictures of me as a child at that age of the little girl, the closest age that I could get to prove that I look just like that little girl on that picture. And that picture, Squall, you said wasn't me that I sent you. The 3 pictures in the collage of the little girl, me proving that that's the little girl in the picture. She said she went so far to say that I found those photos of that little girl that I sent her, that I allegedly sent her a picture that wasn't even me. The little girl in the picture you sent was you. I still believe, yes, until somebody tells me otherwise. I don't know why it was sent. I don't know who else. I thought, well, whenever Sage told me about the other photo, or that there was a mention of the photo too, and I told you this too, Whiskey, the other girl, her name's Amanda as well. So that has caused confusion because you've got two, I'm just doxing kinda myself. I don't even care. My first name is Amanda. Well, Chicken on a Stick's name is Amanda. And so whenever you're talking about two Amandas, you're getting them switched up. Let me tell you how switched up it does get. People that I talk to on a daily basis got it mixed up. Was like, Amanda, I'm like, no, because you've got.
Do you realize how many people have got the same name?
I know that, but being the one chicken on a stick has went and talked. I don't know what she's done. I don't know that woman either. I've never met her. I don't know her. I don't know what all she's done, but from the looks of it, she's made a mess with stuff behind the scenes of talking to people and telling whatever she's doing. But that's not what I've been doing. But my name's Amanda, and I've been assumed as being that very person doing that.
Well, like I said, that's just childish, immature things. This is all about summer.
It is.
It's not about you, me, Squall, anyone. And I don't know none of them people on YouTube, but I don't go on YouTube. I don't have a channel. I scroll through and watch the things once in a while, and I have expressed my views. But again, that's opinions of my damn culture.
Okay.
So these people are not going to intimidate me. They're going to, I don't care how many people go in my driveway. It's my driveway.
Squall, you say you don't know anything about that photo, hon, but you're the one that sent it to me. And at the time, you told the story correctly. You did. At the time you sent it to me, you didn't know. You didn't realize, you said. But, I mean, what does it matter? Like, what is the big deal about the picture? It's just like with the willow trees. What is the freaking big deal? What does that have anything to do with summer? There's nothing about a willow tree, and there's nothing about a picture of me as a child on a horse that's going to find summer.
Exactly.
And Sassy, don't call my friend a snake. Go in the corner. Some people, I thought, and
Like I said,
I cannot believe the age of some people around here. I did not believe that some people are our age and acting like this. Like, this is ridiculous.
It is. It really is. And I'm probably a lot older than everybody in your chat. And maybe not.
Okay.
I probably believe I am.
Because the person who sent it to me says it's not you, then why the hell did you send it to me in the first place? Was it to make Annie look suspicious?
It's a lost couple.
It is, because she just wants to play games. And I've got, there's stuff to do, like,
I was always told in my lifetime that
there's something useful for summer instead of this.
you start playing in shit, you're going to get it all over. That's why I said, don't argue. No, this is all it's been about the kids. Summer. Summer moon, Utah Wells. Has everybody forgot that?
Exactly.
Grow the hell up. And I'm not fussing at you, it's just in general. If we're all on the same page here, and what if these missing kids and the shit that's going on in this region and this community, everybody needs to grow up.
It makes me wonder, like, because I haven't spoken, I don't go around picking on nobody. I don't pick fights with nobody. I don't do nothing like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And when people do want to do that, that's when you walk away and ignore the stupidity.
But I have walked away and ignored them, and she won't stop. And now she's going on her public platform and everybody else's and going and manipulating other people that don't know the whole story or even half the story, because there's three sides. My side, her side, and the truth. You're going to hear my side and you're going to hear her side. This is ridiculous. Everybody has a choice. Assumptions. Exactly, Imagine Beast.
If you make the choice to put things on public platforms and stuff, to me, that's why I don't do YouTube. I don't do Facebook, Instagram, all the. I mean, I could. I could easily set up accounts all over the place. But that's why I don't do it because of right here, the drama. Period. Point blank. I don't. You know this. I don't. I don't.
No,
I don't condone.
I don't, and I can't believe you agreed to let me, us go live and let me apologize to you publicly and take accountability for. I know what I've done is wrong. What I done to you was so wrong on so many levels. I put you in danger.
You didn't put me in no danger.
I did. I could have put you in danger.
No, you didn't put me in no danger. Don't let this bother you because that thing again, like I said, it's about summer and these exploited kids and one thing that's going on over and over and over in this state, country. It's not just here. It's nationwide, for God's sake. You know?
Yes.
And I'm not sitting here bashing nobody because I don't know nobody on YouTube. Don't want to know nobody on YouTube. I live my life for me.
Squall says the pic needs to be settled. Why does the picture? What about that picture, Squall, has anything to do with Summer? Why is that picture? If you say that if that little girl's not me, okay. Then why did you send it to me like it was me? What point? Like, I don't understand anything about the picture either, but I really don't understand what the importance is with the picture. What is the importance of that picture that's going to find Summer? What does anything that happened in 1985 have anything to do with 2021, June the 15th, when Summer went missing? Not one thing. Not one thing. Stop it. Grow up and stop it and leave me alone. Stay in your lane. I'll stay in mine. We can be adults. And we can help find Summer.
You know? And you want to see justice for her and all these other kids and young adults and elderly. Like I said, bring flyers and post them in the yard like the officials in this community does. You can post posters.
Squall, you're saying you know exactly what the importance is. Okay, if I did, I wouldn't ask. Someone has been lying to me. I know that it looks like, from this point of view, looking at you this way that I am now, it looks like you're lying about a lot of people. It's not that somebody's lying to you, Squall. You think everybody's lying to you. That's the thing.
I'm going to tell you something.
Help me expose the liar. You want to try to throw AC under the bus. That's what you want to do, just like you wanted to throw Jody Sue under the bus, just like you wanted to throw Frank under the bus, and now you're wanting to throw Annie under the bus. Help me expose the liar. What is the importance of the picture? So, I mean, someone has been lying to me. You are calling me a liar. Annie's a liar. Linda was a liar. Remember, the whole reason why you started a fight with me was Linda's doohickey. Krama Mama and Jenny was telling you that doohickey was Linda. Do you know how crazy that sounds? I mean, and then you're wanting to call me mental and make fun of my mental health? I have proof you lied. Do whatever. Whatever. What did I lie about, Squall? You have no right. You're saying everybody's lying. But you're the one that's paranoid. That's right, Annie. It's called deflection. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. The liar will be exposed. And go eat a cookie. I'm tired of looking at you. I don't want to argue with you no more. Go on.
It's not worth it.
No.
This is about Summer and these kids around here. It's not about who said what. There's a lot of liars on YouTube.
Oh, Imagine Peace said something I like. You know how I am about my horses. Question things that you didn't hear from the horse's mouth to begin with. That's right.
Amen to that. Yes.
Innocent, I didn't block Squall. I gave her a cookie. And Jenny, whatever your name is, I never once in my life ever said doohickey was Linda. That is stupid. One of you did. Who was feeding it to her? Why did she think that Linda was doohickey? I mean, do y'all know how ridiculous Gravel Geeks? How can you hold your head up after the way that you treated Linda? After every single one of you on that phone call treated Linda the way that you did, the way that you intimidated her, the way that you talked to her, screaming at her, asking her, "Where's Summer? Where's Summer?" Are you freaking kidding me? I cannot believe you're the same age as me. Your maturity level is out the wazoo. And I'm so disappointed. And if anybody wants to talk about being disappointed in me, I want to tell y'all about how I'm disappointed in certain creators that take up for that kind of behavior. Gavel Geeks. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to sit at your table. Because Jesus would flip over your table, good girl. Jesus would. He would flip over your table. And I don't want to sit at it. I don't want to be with mean people like that. I'm not blocking you. As long as you're nice, I won't put you in the corner. But if you're going to come in here with attitude and disrespectful, I mean, I wouldn't do that to you. I don't. I don't even go in your chat. You're crazy. Cray cray. I don't want to be yours. I can't stand liars. I can't either. I can't stand people calling people liars. You don't know me. I don't know you. But what I've seen from you, I mean, it doesn't matter, my opinion of you. Just like your opinion of me doesn't matter to me. It's none of my business. None whatsoever. But we're not in high school, hon. We're adults, and we're supposed to be helping missing children. That's why we're here on this platform to begin with. We're not here to act like we're teenagers in the freaking bathroom in high school smoking cigarettes. We're adults. Let's start acting like it. Where's your integrity? Like, I mean, I've been so disappointed.
We all have those disappointments in our life, but we can do things.
Like, why do you feel like that you're so entitled? Like, who do you think you are? You two women should be ashamed of yourself for the way that you treated Linda. And even though me and Linda aren't speaking, I still feel like that was so wrong on so many levels for you all to treat her the way you did. That is wrong. It is very childish, Gavel Beaks. So how about we all try to do better? I'm guilty. I'm guilty of I shouldn't have ever popped this on live open and done this, but it's just like the title says. When you've had all you can take.
Enough is enough. You know, and I don't know if these people are from you or whether they
enough is enough. This is childish. Every one of us has been guilty of being childish, of losing our tempers. We're frustrated. We're 1,000 different emotions.
A bunch of emotions that are like it. Again, it's all about love, all about
What gives people the right to think, like, why? I'll never get it with some.
I feel that some people, in my opinion, I feel that some people are so unsatisfied and unhappy in their own life that they've got to create BS to try to make everybody else's moves fail.
Yeah.
And it is childish.
Oreo just asked if I know AC, and I know you probably don't even know who they're talking about because it's a screen name, but it's Frank's sister. And I haven't seen her since I was a child. If I was to run into her right now, I wouldn't know who she was. And I haven't talked to her since I was a child. So no, I don't know her.
I do. I know her mom.
My crazy aunt here does. She's about, I don't know, not too far from.
I'm far enough, but I could, like I said, I mean, I'm not condoning RSOs, essays, anything. No. When it comes to
Cavalry, I know that I was snippy, and I don't mean to be. I don't mean to be snippy, okay? I don't understand it either. I just want us to stop, okay? I want us all, I know that we can't all be a happy family, and that's fine. But let's go our own ways, and let's try to do things. Why does it all have to be like this? Like, why? You don't like Linda and Sage Line. You don't get to call people liars. That's the thing. Why? It's not okay. It's not okay for you all to sit and call people liars. It's not okay.
And like I said, your stories belong to you anyway.
It's insane what these people have done. It is. And it's insane what you're just keeping it rolling. Y'all's late night, up all night, 6-hour lives bashing people. Please do talk. You have every right to. I just want people saying I've said things I haven't. I don't want anyone. I want all this to be just it. None of this belongs.
Listening to this again, I'm more in tune to this time because of recent events. I believe TT. There's a reason TT's here, and I wish TT would talk to me personally. We've never held a conversation together. We've spoken in chats. I believe this is TT's story. I have my reasons for believing that, one of which I know what her true last name is. She told me in one of my comments. So, here's what I'm going to say. TT is related to Frank. She told me that. So there you have her last name. Okay? We don't know who Squall is. We know who TT is. We know TT's connected to these people. And I think it's really important that some people listen because somebody said earlier, where was it? We believe this is distractions. It very well so could be, but why are all these locals? Man, I've been saying it and saying it and saying it, and now I'm back to the same old shit. I just keep coming back here. Something can't take me away from it. There is a reason these locals are all in this together. Thank you, Justice. I'll check it. If you can get to my Facebook, I'd probably see it before I see my email, though. I don't know. I've been, like, I could put together and I can theorize who these people are. I'm not going to dox anybody, but I think other creators should start looking into this. If Benny would have come up here and talked to me personally, we maybe could have made amend and tried to work on this together, but instead he come up here to shut me up. Again, why is it certain creators are constantly trying to get me to shut up? I don't know why. I don't know what I found. I don't know what I'm posting. I'm posting things people sent to me. Speaking of which, because my grandchildren really want to come into my room here, and I don't want to be on here all day, but I do want to go over something else. So we're going to stop at the Squall stuff. Squall, if you are thinking or contemplating doing something to yourself, I implore you to please go get help, okay? We shared a lot, 2 hours of this. So let me move on to what else I wanted to speak about because I don't know how long. Oh, we're going to start here, okay? So this was a post because I have a little bit of explaining to do here. Lisa, you did not have to do that. Thank you. I didn't even know my monetization was on. And I know a lot of people say that, but seriously, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, she does hate me the most. Why is that? But I'm not going to start bashing her because I got myself into some shit, right? So we're going to go other routes, which is what I'm been trying to do. Thank you, Lisa, so very, very much. I'm very grateful for that. Okay. So let's go over this. This post here, I can click back. I'm learning my StreamYard today, guys. Yes, Innocent. I'd love to have a conversation with her. I wish she would come talk to me. Maybe one day she would, because I believe her. Okay, well, I can't see this here, so let me go here. So this was a message. I had reached out to someone, okay? Someone who knows a majority of these people, someone who knew the Earl Taylor and all of them. And I just think this is important. This is one piece of stuff that I've been saying I've been holding on to for a very long time. So I'm going to read it to you. I don't know. I just want to get your comments on it. Let me know what you think. Hey, I was just thinking I believe Earl went to Clesta's the day before he was found. I don't know if Clesta and Ricky were together or split because at the time they were very back and forth. But that it might explain why Clesta wouldn't do anything as far as arrangements or even after a grant paid for the cremation. She wouldn't pick up the ashes. From what I understand, the funeral home ended up having to deliver them to her. Also, I don't know for you have tried to speak to her or not, but Earl has a sister named Loretta, and I did mean to block that out. I shouldn't have kept that in there. She knows more about Clesta and Ricky than I do, so she may be able to help you also. I did reach out to Loretta. She's seen my messages, but she did not respond. So she is not who I spoke to here. Just so people know that, don't go harassing her because this family is also in mourning. And from what I understand, the woman I spoke to, she doesn't know much either. And it's a big mess and people are worried like somebody's no longer here because it's a fear. Okay, so I'm not going to go deep into it. All right, just a thought. And he was found behind Cecil's house, who was a friend of Earl's but claimed to not know him. A few days after Earl was found, he moved out. So the reason I shared this is because I want to find out who Cecil is. And I think it's important that some of this stuff comes out. Like I said, I got messages from people. I was not working. when I was gone. Okay, just so you know that I was 100% working. All right, my next one. Now, I did go to Ziggy's the other day. Like I said, I'm trying to make amends with everybody. I don't care what they did. If people want to grift and do that, that's on them. I'm not here for any of that. I'm here for Summer, getting information I've had out. I'm 2 years behind now almost because of the places I've been put in. But I spoke to Dawn, okay? Me and him had some conversation, and my conversation with Dawn was mainly, I didn't go personal with Dawn. Not at all. And I don't plan to, and I don't plan to host him on my channel or Candace because we don't know if they're innocent or not. And I'm not going to be put in a situation where he's going to be on my channel saying the N word. Not happening, buddy. So, okay. Dawn, Ziggy's been talking about Haskell. One thing Dawn said to me, we were speaking here about Brandon, who JLR, and I don't believe that's his real name, was walking through the woods, and Ziggy keeps saying a different last name, but when you Ben verify, the name Dawn says comes up. Okay, go back to what TT said in her thing. Many people in her family, not just once. This is why I think it's important. I feel there's been a message like trying to come out over all this time, but I'm still just as confused as most of you are. Okay, then Dawn tells me Ricky worked up at his house cutting down trees on Dawn's property. Ricky is Marlena's brother. Okay? So when you go back to what I was reading from the person that sent me the last one, I don't know. I need to step lightly here. Okay. And then he tells me, and we've all heard Dawn say that Marlena's capable. He believes she's capable. We've heard him say how he dumps his kid, she would dump her kid off. Lisa K. Roots, of course, was in my comments the other day saying, oh, well, Marlena didn't live there. I believe she did. Hold on. I'm confused. What am I thinking? I'm not saying that FL is not a bad person. I think he's an awful, horrible, horrible person. Here's what I'm going to say, and I hope she doesn't mind. I should show. We're going to have to make a part 2 to this live maybe tomorrow. No, Ricky is not part of the tree trimmers crew. Ricky does small jobs, small-ended jobs to make money to support his habits, from what I understand. Okay, and then Dawn, so in my conversation with Dawn, we were talking about, and I don't even know what it's about. Somebody had asked me to ask Dawn about a shooting at the little church that Rick Crawford, Fred Hill, and everybody was bringing out that little church in the video, remember? So I asked him about that, and he told me it was a cleaning lady or something. I don't know. I'm still confused. I'm trying to figure out where that information came from. My kid and my husband's in the background. I'm sorry. So, we know he thinks Marlene is a suspect, but here's where it gets interesting. I had a local reach out to me, and I'm not in no way going to give this local's name. Okay. She told me, now these are things that, I have to prove. I don't know what's true, what's not. I just know this was a local and it was somebody that told me stuff. But she told me Spider is Marlena's husband. She also told me that Lawson used to help run moonshine in the area when he was first on there. Okay. This person believed, I asked about the white horse, and this person believed that people were talking about white lightnings. She told me Marlena was squatting at Light Cemetery, and then her old man went to jail, so that would be Spider, right? And then she told me that the horse belonged to David Bays, the one that was loose in the news broadcast. Remember that? In the TBI press release. And that he sold it to one of Frank's brothers. No, this is something I done already thought I figured out. Now remember, my channel's speculation and opinions, okay? And I have to make sure I put that there. But this is something Billy from the shed. If you go to Ziggy's, and I'll come back live again tomorrow at some point. If you go to Ziggy's interview with Fred, I believe it was the second interview with him. I have to look. It might have been the first. He mentioned this name, okay? And then he tells me this and this. This is where I tell people to listen to my Brit videos, because these names are in those, okay? This is how long I've been on this. That long. I don't know who this is. If anybody does, I would like to know. Stevie Derrick. Now, this one right here, last I heard, they was on Horton Highway. Remember when Wells drove to the backside of Chimney Top? That was weeks ago. Now, if I remember correctly, that was like not long after Summer went missing, and it was done for Voices, so it wasn't weeks ago. I'm a little curious as to why this person said that it was weeks ago, okay? Because it was actually like 2 years ago that I remember, unless he did it again. But when I was reading this, something caught my attention, and it was the word Horton. I shared, let me go see, because I think I did post a video about it just recently. I want you to listen to the way Chase says something, okay? I'm just throwing a bunch of shit at you guys here. It really doesn't make much sense today, but we will talk about this again soon. Hold on, where am I going here? I have to go to my channel. Which one was it? Damn it. I'll have it next time. I'm not going to go through this and play all these videos. But do you remember when Chase was the day after all of the fighting and the fake Mary call? Oh, that's what video I have it in. Hold on. It was in the hoax call.
You don't move on because you're ready to. You move on because you've outgrown who you are.
I'm going to go back to where I posted Chase. And I want you to listen to the way he says something.
But you ought to know.
Did you hear it? Listen again. Oh.
Oh. At these. Oh.
We'll just let it play.
But you ought to know.
Just thought I'd point that out. I just wanted to point that out. All right, back to my post. You heart to know. Horton Highway. Guys, was that a hint? Right? Okay. Let's go back to this. We've heard Dawn say he's sure one of them grabbed her. And that was something else I wanted to bring up. See, this Squall stuff overtook what I really wanted to go live for today. And actually the last time I wanted to go live. But anyways, he's sure one of them grabbed Summer. I wonder how many times he said the word, I'm sure. I'm sure. He has said it so much that it almost makes me to believe he knows exactly who took her. I think maybe somebody should count it one day, you know? But anyways, then we come down here. I want you to look at the names that Marlena is related to, as in siblings, okay? I don't know if you could see my mouse or not. Yeah, you can. Right here. This name. Right here. Okay? All right. And then this. Underneath the Horton Highway. This was in response. A lot of people were saying Jody Sue snitched on this and on that. I don't know that case is the case that Jody Sue would have snitched on. Okay? There was another case where two people with this last name were involved in. Okay? I believe it was in 2003. And I believe it needs more looked into, just because this person was telling me about it. I'm not sure where it's going. I'm just trying to get my information out. Like I said, I have 2 years of messages from people of things I've been trying to show for a very long time. And I'm not holding back no more. But that's all. I don't think I should, and I don't intend on being stopped any longer. Benny, you can kiss my whole white ass. Okay? Yes, any Pats. I will definitely check my messenger later. I'm going to hang out with my grandbabies for a little bit. I know this wasn't much of a live except for to listen to a bunch of videos. Well, I'm sure Ian's enjoyed the fight. Boy, oh boy, it doesn't end, huh? But, go ahead, clip it. Do what you want with it. If anybody has information, send it to me. I do want to make one more. I do want to say one more thing. Okay. I get a lot of messages. Sometimes it's overwhelming, and sometimes it takes me a long time to get to those. I appreciate things people send me, but I also need you to understand. After what I've been through for the past year, I don't trust many. Sub or not, whether you live in another country or not. I'm not going to talk to you about the case. I have very few people I talk to personally about the case. I have a couple locals I talk to about the case. I don't count them in everything, but I trust them. And I have 2 other people I research with, and y'all just found out today that one of them is Green Eyes. I'm not going to stop working with him. And I'm not going to, and please don't take this personal, anybody. I cannot give my information to people. Everything I have has already been turned into the TBI 2 years ago. Okay? I just need you to know that. Nothing's done. I feel like they haven't looked at what I've showed them. Or I'm just freaking wrong, right? But it's still funny that these locals do what they do. And I think that it does need to be heard. And I think, I don't know. I don't know where to go with this. I'm confused. And I just want to get what I have out there because I've been stopped. And if other people have information that connects, I welcome it, but I cannot speak to you about it. I want you to understand that. It's not that I don't like anybody. It's just I have to tread lightly at this point, and so should every YouTube creator to protect themselves. So, all right, guys, I'll be back tomorrow at some point, hopefully. Don't quote me on that. My poor babies, they're outside. They've been playing in the hose. I got their parents sitting out there with them. I think my son went to work. Daughter-in-law's out there. I'm sure they want to come in by now. I just don't like talking about this stuff in front of the babies. Okay. Have a good night, guys. See you all soon.